Hello, singles, and welcome to your True Soulmate Love reading. In this reading, we are going to channel the soul, the next soul that is meant to come in on your journey in a romantic sense. And this is going to be true love, a true soulmate love connection. And it's a long-term relationship, if not the one, okay? Just depending on where you are in your life journey is whether this is just a very serious long term or the one. Either way, you're going to be in love with them, they're going to be in love with you. You have a lot of memories to build with each other. We're going to look at timing, and we're also going to look at the different lessons that each of you are working on and need to come into before the universe brings you into union. Okay, so you have for your choice of crystal, you have Amazonite, Fuchsite, green quartz, and fluorite. I am going to start with the Amazonite, so there are timestamps for the others if these are the ones that you are interested in, all right? So, those of you that chose the Amazonite, let's see what Spirit has to say, what messages about this beautiful soulmate, the soul contract that you share with them. So let's get right in and look at where you both are at in your life journey, what you're dealing with, how close are you to being ready for this union, this beautiful soulmate union. Okay, so unaligned intentions, one of you is not quite there, and sexual attachment. Okay, so one of you is hung up in more of a karmic situation right now, okay, and the other one of you is working on some life lessons, trying to figure some things out, okay? So at this moment, the reason why you are single and you haven't aligned to the soulmate is because neither one of you are ready. But Spirit wants you to know that this is on the horizon. This is a true love for you, okay? But right now, neither one of you are ready. You're both working on some different things. And this over here is like hung up in a karmic, and over here, it's like some soul evolution. So let's look at the journey. Vibration, and that goes right back to energy, right? Energy and positivity. Raise your vibration to attract what you desire. So one of you is going through a lot of different spiritual awakening, awareness, purging, healing, to raise in vibration, to raise in frequency. And look at ascend is next, expansion, evolution, universal intelligence, stay connected to spirit. So you both are definitely working on the vibration, but this feels more of like an inside job, like going through different emotions, emotional baggage, old traumas, and healing and purging. Over here, it's like the purge of karmic, like fulfilling karmic contracts, learning karmic lessons. Okay, that's the difference that I feel in this ascension sort of energy that you both are in. And look at that destruction, tower moment, unexpected change, new opportunities, material world, money, career, status, third dimension, make your mark, and observe, social media, fascination, curiosity, watching from a distance. So some of you may know this soulmate, and you guys are just kind of at a far from each other right now. Others of you definitely have not met this person yet. So what I'm getting from the journey here is you both are being prepared for this union, just in different ways. You have different things to work on. Over here, it's very spiritual. Okay, this like vibration, ascend, destruction right here. This person could be going through dark night of the soul as well. Over here, this person is very 3D. You know, they're kind of obsessive, they're a bit controlling, a bit dominating. They're just very immersed in the 3D world and the 3D experiences, and they're gonna have to have a tower moment. It's like they're more worried about building themselves, their career, their status, their foundation in life. You know, having money, having luxury, having comforts, like that's really where they're at, and they're gonna have a tower moment that's gonna shift how they feel, what they think, and what they're striving for, okay? Because if you look at it, this card, you know, as a symbol of both of you, you know, it's unaligned intentions. You guys aren't ready, especially over here on this side. They're going to have a big tower moment that's going to humble them. I feel right now, like if you met them right now or you were with them right now, it would just fizzle out and fade, because they are very superficial. They're very material based right now. It's, you know, some of them, it's all about getting theirs, and they're not so concerned about true love and deep emotional attachment. It's about the experience of life, and just very 3D. So that's why you have not been aligned yet, is because you both are working on different stuff. So let's pull some tarot. And remember, the reason for this not coming together at this time is based upon your soul contract. In your soul contract, you both have to be at a certain level of vibration, of frequency, of awakening before you come together in the physical material world. And it's a destruction of the past for both of you. One of you is already really in the process of that, and the other one over here is going to have a major crazy tower moment that's going to humble them and change their mind about, you know, relationships and love and who they are. The World, Justice, the Sun, Ace of Swords, and the Devil. So you guys have all major arcana. Look at what would be next. Judgment. Wow. You guys have all major arcana talking about your soul contract, except for one card, which is an ace. So beautiful. This is like your one, okay? The one for you, because you have the World and Justice. So with this, it's like you guys don't come into union until you are both ready, because this is like who you marry or who you are with for the rest of your journey for this incarnation. All right. And the Sun sits on that destruction. So it's like the old you has to be torn down and a new you is built, and same goes for this person. So who you both are right now is not the right fit for each other, but who a spirit is molding you both into is a perfect union. And so if you've been single for a while, you know, try not to dwell and feel bad in that singlehood, or you just keep meeting the wrong one. Every relationship that comes your way is preparing you, is growing you for this union. Those of you who have been single for a while, you needed a very long-term period of solitude to grow, to understand, to evolve, okay? And you may be thinking, no, I'm ready. When this soul contract, it cannot come together until you truly are ready, until they truly are ready. It's written in your contract. This frequency of vibration, it would be like, you know, think of making plans with somebody to go have dinner. Okay, I'll meet you at this restaurant at this particular time. If you show up at that restaurant on a different day or a different time, they're not going to be there, right? That's how you have to view your soul contract. Within it is a date and time, but instead of it being like that 3D, that humanized, it's about frequency and vibration. You both have to be in a certain space to come into union. That is part of the soul contract. And when you come into union, you both are very whole, awakened beings, okay? This is, I feel this is your one. This is who you end up with for the rest of your days. But right now, they've got to break their like there's this hold around them in the 3D realm, and they need to be much more spiritually based, more connected into their emotional body in order to be a right fit for you. Okay, this person coming in, your soulmate, could be a Capricorn, could be a Leo, could be a Libra. All right, but that's what holds this person from your life and you from theirs, is you, neither of you are vibrational ready for this union, and you're working on different stuff. Okay, so we don't have a whole lot going on about timing here with all these major arcana. So let me look at timing. Okay, so we've got a 4, we've got the Hermit, and we've got the 9 of Swords. Okay. Some of you, this soulmate could show up in the next 4 to 9 months, because we've got, you know, a 4, and then the Hermit is a 9, and then the 9 of Swords. So some of you, this could show up in like the next 4 to 9 months, since this is general. And for others of you, this is just indicating that you're going to have a long-term period of singlehood before you come into union with this soulmate. And that doesn't mean there won't be, like, you know, flings or other relationships. Maybe some of you will just decide to be completely single until you come into union with this person. But Spirit is saying there is going to be a long period of singlehood before you align to them. And the reason for that is the preparation for this union. Okay, so let's pull a couple of letters and get some initials for some of you. Oh, that's too many. I only want 3. All right, there we go. So we have a P coming through. This could be first, middle, or last name, the initial. We have an F coming through. So again, first, middle, or last name. And we have an M. So P names, Peter. I don't know a whole lot of P names for males. Peter, Paul. Girl could be Paige. F and M. PFM, MFP, FMP. Okay, so P, F, and M are very significant attached to this soulmate for their first, middle, or last name. All right, I'm not really feeling any particular name with these, and I think it's because this is a general. But P, F, and M coming through as this soulmate, okay? So you've been single for a long time, and in the next 4 to 9 months, you know, somebody comes in named Michael or Michelle Pennington. There you go. What a sign would that be, okay? But there's that. Those are the messages from Spirit about this soulmate, this soul contract. And it's like, I wish I could say, you know, they're going to show up tomorrow, but it's really about a readiness of your vibration and energy, their vibration and energy. Okay, so those are your messages about your soulmate, your true love. And this one looks like it is the one, your final destination. Good things are worth waiting for and working hard for. Just remember that when you're getting down and feeling lonely, like, where is my soulmate? Why are they not here yet? It's all about your soul contract and vibration and frequency. And, you know, you could be ready, but they might not be. Okay, so I hope that that has helped. And I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. So let's get into the reading, the soul contract, for those of you that were attracted to the Fuchsite. I'm going to pull a card to look at your energy and their energy, just kind of where you're at, what your perceptions are about, you know, love and romance in general. All right, so we have dream rendezvous. You and their soul definitely already know each other, meeting in the astral plane. And greatest inspiration. Wow. Ooh, you guys are, and I just got to point this out. Look what's next. Soul consciousness. So you guys already meet in the astral. So upon meeting in the physical, it's going to be a very intense and powerful connection. And one of you is very, very particular about who they date. They are looking for the one, the diamond in the rough. They do not settle. They will not settle. They are looking for something very special. Okay. And the other person here, really feeling this connection in the soul. Okay, you know, this is a general reading, so maybe some of you have already met this person, but the majority of you have not. Okay, you're meeting them in the astral every night, and one of you really is feeling that in the soul, feeling like there's a piece missing, or I'm about to meet somebody, I'm about to come into union. So you guys are very strong soulmates. All right, for this to come through like that, to talk about the soul contract. You have been romantically intertwined for many, many lifetimes with each other. So let's take a look at this journey. Runner escapes from emotions and confusion on the run. Journal, write, process, contemplate, understand your sacred journey. Compromise, mutual understanding, flexibility, give and take brings rewards. Outcome, results, conclusions, ending, you will get a resolution. And home, cozy, warm, secure. You feel at home with each other. So the way that this goes is when you originally, or I should say when you initially come into union with this soulmate, you're going to feel it. They're going to feel it. But one of you is going to be a little bit nervous, okay? One of you is going to feel at home, you are where I belong. Well, I should say, you know, I should rephrase that. You both are going to feel that way. One of you is going to be totally okay and comfortable with that, and one of you is going to be a little freaked out by it, okay? Because of the connection and the, like, magnitude of it. It's a little bit intense for one of you initially, okay? But that's part of the contract. Remember that when that goes down and one person tries to run, gets a little afraid, and, you know, is kind of, they could ghost, or they could just grow distant, they could seem like hot and cold. It's because they're scared. you know, this is intense. And through that process of feeling insecure, feeling afraid, feeling unsure, a little bit of back and forth, there's evolution that happens for the person who is afraid. And ultimately, I feel they've got to know what they had, like, after it's gone in order to realize it. But it's not like this super long-term separation. It's just, you know, one person, they're just not comfortable in the same sense the other is initially, because the emotions are so intense on both sides. It freaks one of you out quite a bit, okay? And in the middle is the compromise, the understanding of each other's energy. And it's like you guys will work it out, okay? Your outcome with each other is the sacred journey. So you guys will figure it out and come into union and be good, okay? But initially, I just think one of you is a little afraid of the connection, the emotion, just how deep it runs, okay? So let's pull some tarot. Five of Swords, and that's coming right out under the Runner. Five of Swords is mental body energy, right? They get a little freaked out. Wheel of Fortune, what is meant to be, yes. And that's right on the sacred journey. Ten of Pentacles. This is a long-term relationship. Five of Wands. Internal conflict. And look at that, Ace of Pentacles, commitment. So you got two fives here, the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. There may be like some verbal arguments too. I feel like you both really dig each other. You really feel each other. But one of you is kind of like a bit stubborn. They feel the connection, but they feel above it or something. I don't know how to like properly articulate this. And them acting in that capacity is part of this soul contract, because through that behavior and the choices they make and the consequence of that, it evolves them, it grows them, it makes them a better person. Okay, so there is a little bit of struggle initially in this connection, but it's because somebody just doesn't know how to handle this, the realness, the depth of what you both feel for each other. But ultimately, you get there. This is that commitment where, you know, you're home to me. You're where I belong. I commit myself to you with this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this relationship is very long-term, if not the one for you. All right, it's just at the beginning, it's a little bit of a rough start. So let's pull a few more tarot cards. And you know, as far as timing goes, 5 months, some of you 10 months, some of you up to a year, because you have 2 5s, 2 10s, and then that ace over there. So this to me is like within the next 5 months. Some of you, you know, the 10 being the Wheel of Fortune and then the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you within the next 10 months, and then some of you within 1 year from now, from when you watch this reading, okay? So that's pretty good. The first reading, it was like 4 to 9 months, but then some of them went way out longer than that. So this looks good. Definitely within the year, I would say this connection, you know, comes together or gets totally sorted out. You know, maybe for some of you, you just met this person and you're going through this right now. And maybe May or October. May, October, or 5 months, 10 months, or a year. Okay, so we have Judgment, Six of Cups, Three of Cups. Okay, so Judgment, soulmate, meant to be. Six of Cups, soulmate. Three of Cups, happiness, togetherness. But there is a reunion for some of you with that Six of Cups and Three of Cups. And, you know, I can go two ways with that, because I do see when you first, you know, meet this person and you guys are first together, there is this weirdness that you have to work through. So this could just be talking about the separation, and then a beautiful reunion, because you guys are meant to be. And, you know, Spirit's just making you aware of this, so as it unfolds, you're not freaking out, because it's like you just know in your soul when you meet this person. You're like, you're so familiar to me. There's just no mistaking it, okay? And for some of you that are watching this, I do feel that you've already met this person, and you've gone through this and they've run. And Spirit is saying, you know, you've just got to give this time. They're afraid. It's intense for them. You're dreaming about them. You're meeting their soul on the astral plane. And they're just a little too afraid of what you are and what you represent, because they wanted the best and now they have the best. It's a little freaky for them, okay? So they just need some time. So for those of you who have not met this person yet, let's pull some initials. And this will be for first name, middle name, or last name. Okay, I want to grab three. Okay, I think I got three there. So, ooh, interesting. We have a Z going on for some of you. So this person's first, middle, or last name has a Z. Well, starts with a Z, I should say. So we've got a Z. Ooh, we've got another unique one. We've got a U. First, middle, or last initial starting with a U. And then we have an M. First, middle, or last name starting with an M. So Z, U, or M for initials. And that's really unique. A Z or a U, right? So you will know for sure when this person shows up. So U, Z, or M for initials. And timing, you know, we have 5 months, 10 months, or a year going on, or the month of May, the month of October. So those are the messages about the soul contract. And, you know, with the compromise sitting in the middle, that's, you know, that Three of Cups, the healing, the recognition, the understanding. One of you really wants an amazing partnership, and then they finally get it and it freaks them out. And the other one is kind of like, well, what's going on? Like, we're two peas in a pod. This is a beautiful connection. Everything is right. Everything is perfect. Like, why are you acting this way? They're just afraid. Like, that's just it. And that could be you. You could be the one that gets really freaked out when all this love is being served to you on a silver platter exactly the way that you asked. You know, sometimes getting exactly what you asked for is a little scary. Okay, so just keep that in perspective. But you guys will get it right. You guys will figure it out, okay? So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. So this is the reading for the green quartz. Let's get right in and see what's going on with this contract, this true love for you when you're going to meet this person. We'll pull some initials and we'll look at your contract. So let's pull a card to get a sense of your current vibration and their current vibration. That's a bonus. Okay, so one of you right now is dealing with a karmic, And one of you is ready to go, to be in romance, to be in love 100%, faithfully, committed, loyal. So, you know, some of you may have already met this soulmate, and I'm just trying to get that glare off that card. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Some of you may have already met this soulmate, and for many of you, you haven't yet, okay? And so these first two cards out are just letting me know that one of you is dealing with a karmic, and that karmic soul contract has got to be completed before your soul contract, you know, can come into full effect. And you know, one of you is ready and waiting for the union. And this is going to be a very healing soulmate connection for both of you when you come into union, when you come into alignment. But I'm feeling like what's preventing this union right now is one of you has got to finish this contract with the karmic. That's the only thing that's holding this up, okay? So if you've been single for a while and you haven't met anybody yet, your soulmate, your true love is working on their karmic contracts, getting all of that resolved so that when they come into union with you, there is no interference, okay? It's a very pure, spiritually based, soul-based union and connection. So let's look a little deeper into this contract between the two of you. So masculine, your divine masculine, your twin or soulmate seeking you. Runner, escape from emotions and confusion, on the run. Marriage, legal partnership, commitment, marital bonds, and societal contract. Forgive, tranquility, peace, peaceful mind and heart, freedom from the past. And potential, fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. Okay, so I will tell you, those of you with this particular soulmate coming through, your contract does involve like you guys to be married, you to be in a very, very long-term romantic partnership, okay? So you're either A, going to be in a super long-term with this person, or you're going to marry them. They are the one you're ever after, okay? What's coming through is the masculine in this, or the more dominating personality out of the two of you is the one dealing with the karmic. And if you've already met this person, they're very flaky and kind of back and forth with you. They may be married to their karmic right now, okay? Whether or not you have met them, I do feel that's the case. Like they're tangled up in a karmic marriage or a very intense karmic relationship right now. And those of you who have already met this person, you know, you're tired of their back and forth. You see the potential that could exist, but you realize that they're just a hot mess and they're not ready to align and be with you, even though you are ready. And that forgive comes in, like once they work through this karmic relationship, you guys coming together, it's very healing and there's forgiveness on your behalf for them. Those of you who have not met this person yet, when you first come into contact, into knowing them, they may be working through some residual emotional baggage and trauma from their karmic connection, which may cause them to be a bit wishy-washy with you, kind of back and forth with you, even though you are 100% in right from the get, okay? 100% in right from the get. They're kind of flaky. They're kind of back and forth, okay? But it's just because of the trauma of their karmic before they come into union with you, okay? And this could be you as well. You could currently be in a karmic relationship, marriage, or just long-term, and it's intense, and you know who this person is looking in on you, wanting to be with you, but you're not able, you're not ready just yet, or you've got to work through this karmic energy and really get over it before Spirit will align you to this soulmate, okay? So in this particular contract, there is going to be a little bit of, you know, running and wishy-washiness from the masculine energy, or from the one who is more dominating. But it's because they're fearful of they're fearful of love because of what the karmic did to them, okay? They're afraid, but they'll get through it. They will, because this energy is very loyal, strong, steady, stable, and true. And you know, you guys are meant to have a very long term, if not get married to each other. That's your contract, okay? So let's pull some tarot. Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, and look at the Lovers is coming right out on marriage. Eight of Pentacles, oh, this is so beautiful, and Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, this is too perfect. Okay, so the more dominating one, or the masculine in this connection, there is a struggle within this person initially, and it has to do with the trauma from the karmic that they went through. And if they were married to this karmic, they may have been like, I will never ever get married again. I'm never getting serious. I'm never this, I'm never that, because of what they go through. But then, you know, they come into union with you, and the energy of you is just amazing, okay? Yeah, I really feel like this is you and this is them, and because I keep reading it that way. And in the first two, I was very neutral, and I had no issue with that. It just felt natural. But in this reading, I keep referring to the other person here and you here. All right, so I'm sorry if you're over here and not there, but gosh, that's just how I feel it. So I'm gonna just read it as such. This soulmate of yours is caught up with a karmic, and they're going to be traumatized by this karmic. They've got to work through this karmic contract. But you, meeting you, is going to change their mind about love, about romance, about connection, about marriage. And they are going to kind of go back and forth a little bit within themselves about it. But they will get there, okay? They will absolutely get there and realize what you are, what this connection is to them. All right, we've got the Lovers paired up with marriage. You guys are absolutely meant to be. You guys are like twin flame, I feel. And yeah, and see the forgive. So the forgive is, you know, for those of you who meet this person and they're a little bit flaky back and forth initially, they're going to learn, and they're going to figure out that you are a different vibe. And, you know, they're going to apologize. They're going to feel bad and sorry for who they are initially. And you guys will work through it. Those of you who already know this person, you know, once they finish this karmic, they're going to realize, they're going to wake up, they're going to learn through that Eight of Pentacles. And they're going to want you in their world. They're going to want forgiveness, okay? Because those of you who have already met this person, you see the potential, but you're tired of the waiting. It feels like a lot of work for a relationship you're not even really in yet, okay? And then for others of you, you know, who haven't met this person, when you do meet them, you see the potential right away. But this initial energy of them, you know, because of the trauma they've been through, it may be a little bit wearing and tiring on you, okay? So right now, the reason why you are not in union with this soulmate is because they have got to complete this contract with their karmic. But you are meant to marry this person. Like, I really feel like you are their one, they're your one, like twin flames, soulmate, you're ever after, with this person right here. They could be maybe a Gemini. And that's the only major arcana that came out, and we don't have any court cards. I do feel like 3 different time frames going on here for some of you. Some of you, I feel that this relationship comes in, like this soulmate comes in the next 6 to 8 months. For others of you, it's a year, and for others of you, it's 2 years. So 6 to 8 months, a year, or 2 years from now, you come into union and alignment with this soulmate. That's what's written in your soul contract with each other, okay? Is like the next 6 to 8 months, or 1 year, or 2 years from now, from when you watch this reading, okay? So let's pull a couple more cards to get some more information about them and who they are. Nine of Wands, 4 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Oof, they're going through it right now. They've been on a long journey, okay? Strong fire energy for them. Aries, Leo, Sag. Very strong fire energy for them. A little bit of earth, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but feel very strongly that this soulmate is a fire sign for you. And where they're at right now is they're just, they've been on a long journey themselves. They want stability. They want happiness. But the only reason why you are not with this soulmate right now is because they've got to finish up this karmic relationship first, okay? That's what's going on, and then they're going to need a little time to heal from that karmic before they can be fully present and available for you, okay? So let's pull some initials for those of you who haven't met them yet, and this could be the initial to their first name, their middle name, or their last name. And I'm going to pull 3 different initials, and I think, oh, well, I guess you guys get 4. So what do we got? We've got a G. So some of you, their first, middle, or last name starts with a G. We've got a U, a V, and an O. Interesting. G, U, V, or O for first, middle, or last initial of their names, okay? And some of you, this is, you know, I would say those of you who know this person already, that applies to the next 6 to 8 months. Those of you who have not met this person yet, it's like within the next 1 to 2 years that you're going to come into contact with them. And just remember, G, U, V, or O, that will be significant to their name, or maybe the location in which they come from. So they've just got to finish up this karmic. That's why you are not with them. And this is definitely your one, your soulmate, your twin flame, who you marry, who you are supposed to be with ever after. You know, and I was keeping this open to spirit for, you know, just a long-term soulmate love coming in. But no, but this right here is your one. Okay? They are your one. No question. They've just got to get those karmic soul contracts handled so that they can be fully available to you. And that's just where they're at right now, okay? So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. So this is the reading for those of you that chose the Fluorite. So I'm going to pull a card to look at your overall energy and their overall energy right now, where you guys are at on your journey to coming into union with each other. Okay. Wow. So let's see. Give me 2 cards. One for them. One for you. One for them. One for you. Okay. We have empathic connection, awakening emotions, and we have self-healing journey, forever changed, accountability, inescapable connection, dishonesty and mixed signals, intense bonding, things left unsaid, support and encouragement. Okay, because these cards up here are the representation of where you guys are at, like vibrationally, you know, I really feel that you have already met this soulmate, okay? This, unlike the other readings, this one, I don't feel like this is somebody you haven't met yet. You've already met this soulmate. And you have an empathic connection with them. I'm feeling this is more you, and you really feel them in your soul, in your heart space. You pick up on their thoughts, you know, even if you're not speaking to them right now, whatever they're going through, you absolutely feel that as well. And right now, their emotions are starting to awaken to this empathic connection that you guys share. Okay, we have some dishonesty and mixed signals, so that it looks like there's some games played initially when you guys met and came into union. But this connection is inescapable. There was intense bonding here. You both are forever changed, and you know, somebody needs to take accountability, and they want to take accountability because there's things they left unsaid. There's unspoken words in their heart. Okay, so that is coming through very, very strongly. This soulmate feels more like a reconciliation, and I know a lot of people coming to a reading like this as singles wants brand new love, right? I am right there with you. Oh my gosh, I'm so there with you. Tell Spirit that all the time. Bring me new love. Bring me new love. And I'll be darned if every single reading I do for myself, or I get done by another reader, I already know the person and I'm like, I don't want anybody from my past. But soulmate is a soulmate. Soul contract is a soul contract. And for you guys, you've already met this person. You know them. They touched you deeply. You touched them deeply. The connection is inescapable. You feel them empathically. They feel you. There was just some BS. Okay, there was some BS here that caused a separation. I just feel like they weren't quite ready yet. And that's part of your soul contract is, you know, to come together and, you know, you feel it right away. And it takes them a minute. But once they wake up, they're in, and there's no getting rid of them. They are in, and there is no getting rid of them. So let's look at your soul contract. Because you guys were the only ones that got all these extra cards, okay? So I do know for the Fluorite, this is somebody you already know. Yep, community. You already know them. Beliefs. Oh, similar or clashing belief system can bring you together or keep you apart. No, the answer to your question is no. Denial, repressed emotions, rejection, unable to see below the surface. And vibration. Okay. So, community, you've already met. Beliefs. Over here, truly believes we're meant to be together. Over here says no, they're not quite in that yet. They're in denial. They are going to have a shift in vibration, okay? And that's what awakens the emotions within. It's like over here, it's like, let's be, I love you. And they were like, no, I'm going to reject you. I'm going to deny you. And things are going to happen to them, for them, and it's going to shift okay, their vibration, and in that space, their emotions awaken. The emotions that have always been there, okay, the information encoded within the soul about this connection and what it's meant to be, but they were closed off to that. It wasn't time for them to wake up. You guys made your soul contract that way, for you to be very well aware and for them to need to wake up to this. And you know, there's different life lessons incorporated in each experience, and that's why you guys set it up that way. It's not for cruelty or bad karma. It's, you know, for you to be awakened much sooner is helping facilitate with the life lessons you signed up for this journey. For them to need a minute and feel like they lost everything to wake up to this is associated to their life lessons, this journey for their soul evolution. So you guys wrote this in your soul contract, 100%. Let's pull some tarot. And disbeliefs and no, Spirit just showed me that. Disbeliefs, no, denial. Some of you are like, no, I do not want to deal with anybody from my past. I don't care if I feel them in my soul. I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to play. I don't want to deal. And Spirit's like, your beliefs are going to change. Your no will turn into a yes. You're just in denial. And I'm there with you guys, okay? Like I said, I want new love. I want a brand new person that I don't know, that I don't have no history with, this life journey, just a nice, beautiful, clean slate. And Spirit's like, nope, that's not the soul contract. That's not what you signed up for. So I feel you. Those of you that are like, no, I don't want this past person. You'll change your mind on that. You will. They've just got to grow and evolve. They'll be a different person. Somebody that they will not be the same person that they were when you guys went your separate ways. They will be somebody new. So it will feel like new energy. Queen of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, Five of Cups. Oh, yeah, see? Okay, so this feels really strongly for soulmate connection between a water sign and an earth sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And right here, Five of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you guys do the friend thing for a while, you know, or it's like we're friends for a while initially, and it takes, you know, that person a minute to wake up and take this seriously. Could be like, you know, just a very casual relationship. There's a lot of emotion, but there's no real commitment initially. It's like, oh, we're friends. We're just friends type of thing. Okay. And that brings forth a lot of sadness. And that may be what separates you guys. Okay. Initially, or not separates you, but one of you being very slow to awaken to the depth of this connection. And we see that, but they do wake up. They absolutely do. Okay. But there is some sadness, and through that sadness, this is what's written in your contract, in your soul contract, through that sadness, it actually has both of you have a breakthrough of sorts in some areas of your life where you're stuck, because your connection, the things you go through with each other, is part of the soul contract. But you guys will come together in a very solid way. You absolutely will. And this does feel quite strong for a water and earth connection. Is not a new person at all. Oh, I know. But again, when you guys, you know, come back together or finally come into a strong commitment, the energy is different. They've grown, they've evolved, they're awakened to the connection for sure. Okay, so for many of you, it's like within a year. Okay, within a year, you and this person get it worked out. Yeah, because you got the Six of Cups. They come back to you. They choose you. Okay, yeah. So definitely within a year, 6 months to a year, with the Ace coming out, and then the Six of Cups and the Seven of Wands. And so it's like, you know, they come into the decision, they choose you, they absolutely will pick you, but it just takes some time. That they're just, it takes some time for them to activate and awaken to the depth of their soul and what they feel in this contract. So within 6 months to a year, you and this person are going to get this figured out, okay? And even though yeah, you already know this person, I'm still going to pull some initials just for really solid confirmation for some of you. So our first one is an H. So the name, first, middle, or last name, their initial, the first initial starting with an H. Some of you, it will start with an R. Their first, middle, or last name starts with an R. And for some of you, their first, middle, or last name starts with a V. All right. So those are the messages about this soul contract. You guys signed up for this, how it starts off really funky, but it's both for the evolution of your souls and to break free of some lower vibrational energy. All right. But ultimately, they wake up, they figure it out, and this is going to happen within 6 months to a year from the time that you watch this. And again, with some initials, H, R, or V. So those are your messages for the Fluorite and your soul contract with your true soulmate love. I hope that this has helped, and I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.